Hi, Søren.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Fine. I'm
So
very fine, actually.
cool. So I'm Guillaume Lafforge, and I'm the guy leading the gr8 project. And you are?
I am Søren Glasius, and I am the co-founder of gr8conf, and I'm hired at the IT company called gr8conf, or should we say it in English, it would be Deep Thought Development.
Oh, impressive.
Yes, it is.
So I'm part of SpringSource VMware, or SpringSource division of VMware.
Yeah,
That's the
exactly.
correct term.
Yeah.
And so we had this idea a couple years ago, a bit more,
Yeah.
of creating a conference around the topic, around the environment, the ecosystem of Groovy, the dynamic language for the JVM.
Well, actually, it was me who asked you to do a one-day talk about Groovy, a little more advanced than just
Yes.
Groovy 101. And you came back to me 1 week later and told me that I have so many topics and so many speakers.
We can't cover everything.
Could we turn it into a conference? And that was in January.
Yeah, I think so.
And we
End of
started the
January.
conference in May.
Yeah.
So
In just a few months, we managed to create something out of the ether.
yeah,
And that's already the third edition of the conference today.
yeah,
And that's there's a new format as well. Because
Yeah.
before we had just one track with presentations one after another. But
2
this
days.
time,
Yeah.
2 tracks over 2 days. Now
Yeah.
we have 3 days, 2 tracks, and even a new day, the University Day, where we have 3 hours workshops covering Groovy and Grails for beginners or for advanced developers.
Yeah,
So
we hope
that's
that
new.
gives a kickstart to
Yeah.
new developers.
And I've already had some feedback from some of the attendees that they learned a lot and liked the format as well.
Cool.
Especially for those who are newer to those technologies. I think that's a great introduction to the rest of the conference.
Yeah, and this
My
way we get potentially even more Groovy and Grails developers.
Hopefully,
Yeah,
we're converting the masses
yes.
to our great technologies.
The higher purpose is spreading the word, I
Yes,
think.
spreading the word so that more users are adopting our technologies. And so it's not just about Groovy, the language, Grails, the framework, but there are also other elements, other living creatures in that ecosystem, like Spock for testing, gr8 for building your projects, many interesting projects beyond just Groovy and Grails, which are the most well-known ones. And those other projects are also very interesting to learn and to use to be more productive at all levels, your build, your tests, everywhere.
Yeah, and then it's also a great way to do some networking.
Oh yeah.
We meet lots of people here, both
Yeah.
between developers and between attendees and the speakers.
Mm. Yeah, the networking side of the conference is one of the most important ones.
Yeah.
And especially also we have this hackergarten concept where people come together and decide to hack on something together, a plugin or something, a contribution, for one of the projects of the ecosystem.
Yeah.
So that's a nice way also for in order to involve the community beyond just being, sitting there and following a lecture and be done with that. It's more engaging towards the community.
Exactly. Yeah, they get a chance to be with the rock stars of Groovy and Grails, and and I think that's why so many of the attendees are coming to Hackergarten, even though
Right.
some of the projects that's been working on is actually pretty advanced.
Yeah, true. That's a great opportunity to see how the leaders of those projects, the developers of those projects, are actually, thinking. What's their, how they came up with those projects, or what's their life is like when developing and working with those projects.
And it also shows that the source code of the various projects are not that dangerous to dig
true.
into.
It's quite easy to fix some bugs or contribute something.
Yeah.
And the one of the important aspects is also the fact that we indeed do contribute something back to to those projects.
Yeah.
And for example, one of the highlights of the Groovy 1.8 release was one of the new AST transformations.
Yeah, we did
Slug.
that last
And
year.
we did that last year at the previous Hackergarten. So we improved it later on, but the seed was planted, the seed was there, and it grew into one of the new features of that release.
That's pretty cool.
Thanks to gr8conf.
That's pretty cool.
Exactly.
I'm pretty proud about being the host of gr8conf.
Yeah.
It's kind of a dream come true.
Yeah, it's a risky thing because there's a budget which is needed to cover the costs of the venue, food, and all the organization, covering the speakers' cost, travel cost, and so on. So it's a risk to be taken to organize something like that.
Yeah, but we're really happy that
frightening in a way, but we're happy that it's working so well.
Yeah, and one of the reasons it's working so well is that many of the companies who has employees speaking here are partners of the conference, and they pay for the travel cost and hotels for those attendees or speakers.
Yeah, and on my side, because I'm more, so I'm less the guy who really organized all the little details. So it's more you, and I was more interested in the not networking, but all the community aspects. And on that particular side of the story, I'm very happy that we managed to convince all those great speakers, all those Groovy Ecosystem Project founders to join us. Yeah. And that's the part I'm personally the most proud of.
So until now, I think it's been success, but the next 2 days will show if it's a great success.
We're not even halfway through the conference.
Not yet.
We'll see.
Yeah.
I'm confident.
Me too.